Okay. You're live, apparently. My live streams are a bit random, probably, but it's more often than not going to be Monday at about this time, and Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday sort of thing. Sit down. Oh, go fetch. Sorry.
Different on house anyway than it is on that. Like I say, the reason people won't get this until they've been through what I went through.
Yeah.
But you saw the state of me when he's trying to do everything normal. And I went up to sticks and things, and well, I ended up wrecking the well, couldn't sleep, eat, drink, stand up, sit down. Pain was horrendous.
Nightmare.
Well, you know, I was on the settee for a long time, and I only fell asleep out of exhaustion, and then I'd only be asleep for every now and again. And
oh, look at your pupils. Look at your pupils, are massive. Yeah. No wonder it would hurt, because your pupils are big. They go small when you're in the light, don't they? And then they're big when you're in the dark to take in more light. And...
anyway, going back to myself. Of course, I've wrecked my settee as a result.
No.
I don't want to go through all that pain again, and it was down the neck, down the leg.
Yeah, as long as you don't use crutches.
In medieval times, when you used to use a rack.
A rack.
To stretch people out.
Yeah.
That's what it used to be for me. I'm not going through all that again. That's
no.
In here, I'm fine. It's not the same
terrain.
Thank you.
It's true.
It's not the same terrain.
Sit down.
And only potatoes in it.
It's gonna be one of them.
Browns.
Yeah, I know.
Because, like I say, once I start feeling the pain, I go and sit down. You know that.
Wow.
I do it. Might not seem bad, but as soon as that little jaunt I had the other day down from across to them and back, painful.
Did you win? One of my flies just gone, I think.
Oh yeah, there's always one.
Gosh, I hope it's not gone in there.
They want me back out then, usually.
Good. Aw. What you doing? Oh, can I do it?
Yeah, you did do this. Okay.
Oh, I'd like doing this.
You didn't keep saying that, you never do it.
But the Wi-Fi will be out of range now. Oh, fabulous. That's nice, isn't it? That's fun.
All the jolting about and things like that, I've now got everything.
I'm hungry now.
I've started the teas.
Oh yeah.
You can come in and things like, because don't you need to put them things on that take like 15 minutes?
I do. Oh yeah, well I'll do that then.
What's the fact? He didn't know what to do, so he went to his bowl and expecting you to think he did, but you take him out after anyway.
I do. So they've been out 4 times today. How great is that?
See that baggy thing I've got there? He's got one as well.
He has.
Baggy.
It's nice on dogs. It's not nice on people, is it?
Right, I'm going to take them.
Baggy thing. Stay still. Look, baggy thing. The big baggy, lovely thing. For crying out loud. Sit down. Oh, she's shutting me out now. That's nice, isn't it? Okay. Well, go away. I've started taking the dog out an extra time now.
Thursday?
Yeah.
How long ago is it since the Al-Qaeda man's been? Because frozen food is now not frozen anymore.
Oh no.
You said that you put all the fridge and frozen things away. Well,
Well, I thought I did.
no.
I put some things away. I thought that was it.
Everything is now unfrozen. It only lasted 2 hours frozen and that's it. I'm telling you have to check bags, Kirsty. You can't just... I don't know what to do with them because you can't refreeze.
Really?
So we'll have to throw them away.
Oh no. Off. No, no.
Yeah, we cut them frozen and they're not frozen. So I don't know what to do with them. I don't know what to do with them. Throw them away in the bin.
Oh God. So does that mean we've got no dinner? Oh, she's gone. That's useful. So we've got no dinner then. Right. Nothing. What are you going to eat? Nothing, apparently. Apparently we've got no dinner. Oh, that's nice. Leaving. Surely you can refreeze frozen stuff. I wish you could. The step's been cleaned now, so now I won't slip on it. I haven't seen my emails, to be honest with you. It's been nothing interesting lately, so I just leave my emails for a bit to kind of build up. What a shame. So that's all our food. Defrosted. I only saw that frozen. So anyway, I wearing a corset to give myself a more hourglass shape, and I think it worked. Looks pretty good now. Unlike before, I was straight up and down. The only problem is all these hideous lumps and bumps that you get. Normally this would be down there. Oh, it's back again, for God's sake. I did it, by the way. I called the police. I guess it didn't work. They said to send someone down, but maybe they did, but they couldn't catch him. Too bad. Pain in the arse. Either that, they just didn't bother. Just thought, oh, it's just some busybody complaining about stuff. Well, I suppose it's for the best, really. I'm not really in the mood for that food anyway. Don't know what I'm in the mood for, really. I mean, there's a million things I'd be happy with. Well, I don't know what to do now. Well, that's the end of that then. I guess there's no dinner. Well, that's the end of that. So I'll just stay out here for a little while and then I better go find out what I'm making. Let's try this one. Right, sit down. Oi. Focus. Focus. Good. Actually, mac and cheese does sound good. Not safe to refreeze. There it is again. Oh well. I was going to say something that I forgot. We were going to have pasties and veg, but as you know, the pasties are defrosted now. Can't refreeze them, like my mum said. So, I guess that's the end of that then. We've got no dinner. Great. If it was up to me, I'd just go and get a ready meal from someplace, like the corner shop Waz's or the Co-op. I'd quite happily do that, but... What you doing? Stop it. That's funny. I've just had a wee and now I need another one. Yeah, I was starting to say something, then my mum interrupted. Which is fine. It's absolutely fine. Wish I could remember. We've just been out to the, this like community centre so my mum could have her eyes screened. I think it's diabetes eye screening thing. I don't know, I just decided to wear my corset and stuff, so looks I think my body looks so much better with a corset and stuff. Looks more hourglass shape. Sit down. Wish it was more naturally like that, then I could get as fat as I want and still look fucking decent. Oh, I want to go to the wall. Think I might. Go to the wall, nobody's watching me anyway, so doesn't matter, I guess. Oh, it's looking down my leg again. Alright, I'm back. Not really feeling live streaming today, I don't think. Not really feeling it today. I know. Don't know why. Just not really feeling it today. Something really annoying happened yesterday. I was trying to do I was really excited about it as well. And I decided to do an animation on this program called Critter, I think it's pronounced. But I always pronounce it like Creator, because it's not got two T's. If it had two T's, I'd say Critter, but because it hasn't got two T's in it, I say Creator. But I think it's pronounced Critter. And it's a paint tool program. And you can not only do art, but you can also animate as well, and it's really good. It's actually a good one. It's free, but it's really good. You'd think that it was a paid for one. Anyway, I was in the middle of doing this animation, and I was quite happy with it, you know, I was pleased with it and everything. And it decided to stop working. And it does this thing where it says it's trying to complete some kind of operation. And it will do that for days. If you left it for days, it would do it for days. It just like buffering, loading, whatever you want to call it. That's what it does, and it does that for however long you leave it. It never completes anything. Right? And so I cancelled it, because it says you can cancel it, but it doesn't really cancel it, and it does something else. Like, even to cancel it does this buffering thing, and it never stops. So you can't use the program while it's doing this. And it can do it for days on end. So I press save and everything. You press save, you do all that, you press save. It still does that. It'll just load and load and load, and you can leave it for days. So no matter what you do, you can't even close the program to restart it or anything. So it'll just do that for days. So I'm stuck now. I can't use the damn program. And I'm just going to have to frickin' download a new one, aren't I? I'm just worried if I get rid of Creator, like maybe you have to uninstall it and reinstall it again, but I'm worried I'm going to lose the work, because I've got work that I've not finished yet. I'm working on Creator. That one that I'm doing the live streams that I wanted OBS for. And yeah, it's been done in Creator, that Squirrel Mafia Boss one that I'm doing right now. It really made me upset last night, because now I've lost all that work. I mean, I'd only done about 3 frames, and I was thinking it was looking really good. Like, I pressed play on a little thing so you can see a preview of your animation. It was looking good, and the drawings were good. This was my first time sketching on a computer. I've never sketched on a computer before. You know, done sketches. I usually do it with pencil. Then I take a picture of it, I'll scan it, and then colour that in, you know. Go over it with line art like I'm tracing, and then colour it. I've never actually drawn anything on the computer since getting my pen tablet. I used to do it on, you know, with the mouse. But since I've got the pen tablet, it should be easier to draw on a computer. But of course it's a blank tablet. It is a display tablet, but the display thing doesn't work because I don't have the HDMI cable. So I'm doing everything blank. I've lost it. I don't know where it's gone. What happened was, when I first got it, I had the HDMI cable. The laptop didn't work, only the PC, and you can't connect to HDMI to the computer apparently, which is odd. You can only do it with a laptop. But now I finally got the laptop working, and I downloaded something I could paint with on the laptop. And I lost the freaking HDMI cable, so now I can't use my display tablet as a display tablet, just as a blank one, pen tablet thing. So anyway, so I did my very first sketch, as obviously you have to sketch to animate, so you have to sketch stuff and then draw it properly later in different frames. I don't really know exactly how it works, but I'm really hoping that all the layers will sort of be in the same thing. It's hard to explain, and I see I'm losing views. Typical. But long story short, after all that work that I did that I was pleased with, it decided to do that buffering thing, and now it's not working properly. And it really sucks for me, because I was really excited about this animation. Now I can't do it for God knows how long, So I don't know what to do now about it. I'm afraid that if maybe it just needs updating. Maybe the Krita program needs updating, and then it'll work better. But I don't know how to have it update without uninstalling it and reinstalling it again and losing all my freaking work that I've done. So I don't really know what to do now for the best. And I don't know anybody who knows about Krita or any of these kind of programs enough to help me with this. It's not like I can just ring the IT guy up and say, "Oh right, I'm having problems with my freaking Krita." Like, what the hell's that? What the hell's that? I mean, maybe if I said Photoshop or something, because they're like the more well-known ones, like Photoshop and Paint Tool Sci and Clip Studio Paint. I'm not sure about Krita themselves. Do I have a USB stick? It's not about that. If I get this art that I'm doing at the moment is in Krita program. It's on a Krita program. If I uninstall Krita, it's gonna go. I don't think it would stay. So it doesn't matter if I backed it up on a USB stick or anything else. It has to be on that program, otherwise it'll just go. If I delete the program, it's gonna go. And I'm just gonna lose all my work. All my layers. Because all my layers are on there. It's hard to talk to people, it's hard for people to help me when nobody does art themselves on an art program. I need someone who knows about these art programs. They understand these things and they could help me better. So anybody that understood all this stuff would understand what I'm saying right now. Like that, if I uninstall Krita, the Krita files are all gonna go that I've not finished. All the paintings that I've got in the Krita files are all gonna go. It doesn't matter if I back it up or not. So I don't know what to do. So I'm screwed. I guess it'll have to be good enough then. What I've done so far on that art, on that picture, is going to just have to be good enough. As soon as I uninstall the program, it's just going to go. As in, I'll still have it, but I won't be able to continue to work on it because all the layers will be gone. And yeah, I could finish it off on another program or the same program when it's reinstalled, but all my layers will be gone and it will be considerably difficult. I suppose, seeing as how it's nearly done, it won't be so bad. I mean, I've got Paint Tool Sci, but that doesn't work properly either anymore. I'm not sure if I can reinstall that because, it's a free version, so I'm not sure if it would have an update. I'm not really sure if there is a free version, to be honest with you. So somebody gave it to me. So I don't really know if it would apply, an update thing would apply to that. Ow, my finger. Well, I'll try doing it anyway, but the only way I can do it now is I'm going to have to restart the damn computer because that's the only way I can get rid of it. Because I can't get rid of it otherwise. So I better go in now and figure out what the hell we're having for dinner. Why did my mum just put those there? Now I'm going to have to pick them up and try and find a place to put them now. Why didn't she just keep them in the bag and then just carry them to the fecking bin? Hey Eugene! Do you know anything about anything regarding paint programs, digital art software things like Krita? Do you know anything about it? Because nobody seems to know about anything that I want to know. I need a computer genius. Help me, or else. So I'm sick of struggling with everything. I'm not even sure if IT people could help because it's just like a specific thing that nobody knows about except people who know about it, if that makes sense. I don't know if a computer person would be able to know anything about it because it's a specific thing a specific thing. I want you to... In fact, I'll show it you. I'll show it to you. I'll have to come and pick them up later. Come on. Because my mum has decided to just put them on the floor. And I've got no hands. I've got one hand, but I need that to open doors and shit. So I'll show it to you. Just be patient while I just get the dog in and do all of his millions of routines. His millions. I'm kidding. I'm just going to dump him in here. Then I'll show you real quick. Come on then. Come and have a drink. Where are you? Come on. If you're not having a drink, of course you know what to do. You can feck off. Come on, have a drink. You can feck off. I was wondering that. I was thinking maybe I could go to the support website. So I mean, it's a donation-based thing. It's, you know, it's free, so it's donation-based. Right, go to your bed. Go on then, in your bed. Don't go that way. I don't know what I'm having for dinner either, so I'm kind of annoyed, to be honest. My program stopped working. I can't do anything that I want to do now. I can't continue my art. Do you know what I'm considering? Because of all the things that are going wrong with all my paint programs, I'm thinking of just going traditional. Good boy. Don't worry, you're not in trouble. I'll be right back, okay? I'll be right back. Just stay there. Don't you dare go in that bed. Or else. I'm sick of things going wrong, so I'll probably just I'll just do paintings instead. And I'll do traditional animation by drawing things over and over again. I'll just have to do that because all these things stop working. And then I lose all my work because of this shit. I can't risk it. I can't keep risking losing my work. Here we go. Right, so this is what keeps happening. And if there's anybody who knows anything about paint programs or Krita in particular, what is this about? It will not stop doing that. It's been like that for 2 days now. And you can't press cancel because it'll just do the same thing. Actually, nothing's working now. Even my mouse isn't working. It's just been a pain in the fecking arse. That's what I'm working on, and now I'm going to have to lose that because it won't fecking save. I've done an animation that I'm going to lose. I've got an animation I'm going to lose now because I've been working on an animation, which is not saved. So now I'm screwed now. That animation that I've just worked so hard on yesterday is going to be gone. Just a second while I just take off my shoes. Because I'm getting kind of annoyed lately. Since last night, I'm annoyed because I've lost my work. And I can't continue to do any work now because of this. And all my other programs don't work either. Nothing fecking works. I don't know what to do because I'm not a computer whiz. That's amazing. Yes, it is. I really like this picture so much. I'm trying to do like the inside of a car. It's supposed to be a limousine on the inside, and just I have no idea how to do that. But I think I've done it as best as I can. The seat's green. It's on the animation now thing at the moment. So maybe I'm gonna animate this scene eventually. It'll take me forever to get it as nicely coloured as that though. You know, with every frame, but I suppose I'll just do simpler colours when I'm doing an animation. I'd love to show you the animation that I've been working on, but I don't think I can show you. It's brilliant, though. It was on a live stream. It's been saved. I had the good sense to record while I was making the animation, so it's out there. Look, it won't do anything. It won't let me do anything, so. But this here is trying to save my animation, and it's not working. Sorry, it's blurry. See, it's gone now, but it's going to come back up any minute. It's going to come up. It'll just come up again. I just can't get rid of it. See, it's fooling you into thinking everything's okay, but it's not. It's just not. Look, not responding, and it'll just come up with that thing in a minute. I bet you any money it'll come up again. It's just going slow at the moment, but it'll come up in a minute. And then I will lose everything. Because the only way to get out of this now is if I restart the computer. So I'm screwed. I'm going to lose my work. I'm so scared. I'm going to lose my work. I'm not going to lose this, by the way, the animation. I'm going to lose the animation, not that. There it is. There's the animation. See? Told you. It's come up again. Every time. Look how bloody brilliant that sketch is. Look how fecking lovely it is. I don't want to delete it. Hang on. Let me try. Wait there. Will that get rid of this? Alright, I did it. It's done nothing. Operation to complete. Oh. Okay. Okay. I have no idea. No idea. To be honest, I know I'm going to lose my work, but at this point, I just want to close it. I just want to close it. I just want to get rid of it now. I just want to get rid of it. I feel awful. It's brilliant. The animation itself is really good. The sketch. I mean, it's not got much detail on it, but I think it's really good. What a shame. I suppose I'll just try and force end the task, I suppose. It won't work, though. I've tried. Look, it's not doing anything anyway. It won't let me tick it. Hang on. That might work. Oh, it did work. Alright, so, Mr. Smarty Pants, so now how do I update Krita without losing all my work? Well, not good, because I've just lost all my hard work now. I've lost my animation. So you can help me now try and figure out how to make it work. Hang on, I'm gonna make sure I haven't lost it. I've lost my animation now that I was doing last night, and I'm really pissed off about it. I'm really upset. Oh, so sad last night. Huh? I'm just gonna see if it worked at all. According to this, it has saved. Let's see if it works. I'll be so happy. Hello, help her. Sam Poole is, I think, probably gonna be more of a genius at this sort of thing. I think I might go to I don't know, take a course or something in computery stuff. Because it would be lovely if I could just solve my own problems. I hate having to call people for help and ask people for help. I just want to do it myself. I just want to get on with it because I'm a doer. I mean, if there's someone right there who can help me, it's fine. But I don't like calling people or anything. I just want to do it myself, really, right there and then. Don't worry about it. You learn by making mistakes. So I hope maybe it has saved. Maybe, it'd be great if it has. But it was taking so long to complete the operation that I'm not sure. Do they have recently worked on work in the file tab? Yeah, well, I'm just opening it now anyway. This was my recent folder things. It does have a recently thing on the Krita as well. It does, but I'm really worried it's not saved. Patience. Here we go. The following autosave file can be recovered. But I bet you any money if it does, it's going to come up with that buffering thing again, like it did. Discard. I don't want to discard. So that's ticked. I can open that now. Oh, I'd be so happy. I'll be so happy if it saved it and it recovers it good. Oh no. Oh no. It doesn't exist. Oh no, it's gone. I don't know. Hang on. Okay, it's fine. Go on. Sorry guys, I hope that you can still see me and hear me and everything. Just cut me off. Right, in your bed now. Go on. Feeding you now. Lost all my people thanks to that, thanks. Stay there. Oh no, she's coming in, so that means the dog will get up. It doesn't matter, I guess. Hang on. Hey Eugene and everybody, I'm wearing my corset today, so I look fabulous with my curves. Yeah? Beef steaks. Oh yay, that's an idea.
Have you seen my sock? Because I've got elbows.
I am so sorry about. I know. Stay. That's a good idea. Come on then, JD. Food.
Put that off back on.
How cute. Yep. Good idiot. I'd love one. Good boy. Good boy. Ah, I've lost all my viewers. What? Oh, fuck you. I did. I'm doing the dog. Fuck off. Feck off. Mum, feck off. I don't put him in there yet. Feck off. I want to do my routine. Bugger off. I want to do his claws. So I can do that anyway. I'll focus on the food. I think my shit's. Oh, it's not. It's fine. I like to IT though.
So, I hope you've added them on the list for Morrison. Okay.
Okay. What have I added on the list?
What are you doing today? Mince.
Steak strips.
Steak strips. The other thing I can't think of.
Pasties.
Pasties. And probably chicken peas. I can't say chicken peas.
Alright. Yeah.
So I'll put them on the list.
I will. I'll do that now.
Well, yes, I guess it's now. I'm going to bring my thing through because I can get on with that.
Okay. I won't be able to talk now because my mum's going to be in here. I just want to say real quick that I'm more like a man. I like to do men things rather than women things. I don't like cooking or cleaning. Proper manly jobs. I'm just kidding. I should have become a builder and a roofer and everything because I could have done it for free. And this house wouldn't be falling apart. Now we have to pay about £1 million for a load of people to do some stuff on this property now. Preferably getting the house demolded and damped.
That's looking pretty good.
Damn! Don't hurt your face.
He's there. Oh dear, I have messed with him.
I'll just wait, I suppose.
This looks good. That's how I finished.
I don't believe a woman should do that though. I mean, men should do it. I do think.
We have one conversation.
Oh well, we have fun conversation. Oh, it's peaked already. That's.
Alright. Oh, my God. You can't have everything.
I know what around me.
Why didn't I see that at the time? Oh. Oh. I see that at the time.
Don't know why you didn't see that at the time.
Oh.
Typical. 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 Yeah. It's annoying.
I don't think it was meant to, and I think the glue must have got on there. It's adhered itself to the eye. What to do about that? Oh, damn it.
Gotta put oil on the damn things now.
Damn it, damn it, damn it.
Where are all those little holes?
Eagle chair. This was like disgusting.
I think that's a bit too much. Oh well. It's actually charging, isn't it? Good.
That's it, possible now. Yeah.
No? I don't think it's too fussy. It looks great.
I need to say and go back down one.
It looks nice. No.
Oh, I didn't know there was some stuff because that wasn't. It was supposed to just be stuck in the centre there,
Alright.
and it's something with support on there. And it's stuck to the eye.
Free. And people's hair go in their eyes.
Yeah, do you think that's enough? Now?
Yeah, I think it looks good now. I'll have a tea while I'm waiting. I want something comforting to have while I wait for food. I love these. That'd be nice in a sandwich, you know.
Right?
These stick things, I think they'd be nice in a sandwich. Oh. Also, it's over as this, isn't it, Mum? 6, 15, 16. Yeah. We'll be when I finish though.
I'll be mad.
Yes. That's fine.
Don't know why I ordered it. Did you ask for another salt?
I didn't.
Maybe you said something else. I thought it was salt.
Maybe.
Oh,
Probably be more like 7 o'clock when I finised. It's not even on, is it? So all this time I could be waiting. And it's not even on.
I really need to rest.
Go rest then.
I'm trying to in case, but I'm trying to get everything. Oh, have I my cup of tea in there to heat
Nope.
up?
My tea's in here. Your tea's over there. Looks like. Or your cup's over there.
Oh, I just did one. It's nearly full. Where's it got then?
It's probably in there because you went in there and you came back in here. Mew 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 mew. Mew 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 mew. I'm gonna go for a week because believe it or not, I need another one, even though we've just been for one. Sidetracked again. Okay. People have dinner. I know Americans have dinner at like 7, 8 o'clock at night. I think that's pretty late. But then again, who should I talk? What I'm one to talk because we eat dead late. Sometimes we've been known to eat. Just my stupid. I'm not too far. I could pop some in the mail. Yeah, I suppose you could. You could put it in one of those containers and just send it to me. That would be nice. maybe whoever can cook on here can just send me some of their food via the post. I can always heat it up. It's fine. Live on a farm. So I suppose you get up at like 5 in the morning or some shit. I couldn't do that. I feel like hell in the morning. I'd die from a weak body. Weak body. I'd die. Anyway, I'm gonna go to the toilet, so I'm just leave you out here then. Why did I do that? It's only not what that noise was when I was. Yeah, of course it's a bit too bulky, really. I'm thinking maybe I should just get, one of those things that smooth you out. But I put that on, then I have to put these things on over the top. It'll be a lot of clothes, but nice not getting all in one. It does everything. I just think it'll be good for winter, but I won't be able to show off my fabulous curves. Make sure all the crickets are out of the way. So I don't want to wipe myself. Right there. So. I didn't get my knickers. That's the problem. I didn't get my knickers. My knickers are still down by my thighs there. My knickers aren't on properly. Right, I've got to do something about that. Help her. Something I can do this now. God, how to do all this is such a nightmare. So what are you going to do? You got fabulous curves. All the wigging people aren't on today. It's all my actual fans that actually like me, so happy about that. Make sure it's okay. Feels comfy, alright. Oh my gosh, I felt so fabulous today. With all my fabulous curves. Right, everybody, I'm back. Hope y'all still there. Oh, we got 7 people. That's good. Honest, Eugene. Lol, you funny. But you probably don't want some weirdo from your stream turning up on your doorstep. Yeah, probably not on a good idea. I don't think my mum will be happy about that really either. I don't care. I'd have a house party, but I don't think my mum would be happy about it. But I mean, if you're awesome and good looking and sexy and fat, I'd be happy to meet up with you. If you're not that far away. But, you know, after I get to know you and actually know what you look like, I don't even know what you look like, so of course I'm not going to meet up with you before I know what you look like. Could be some homeless, weirdo looking person. Anyway, what do you think of my fabulous curves with wearing a corset? Look at this. Fabulous curve. For that Wi-Fi now, people have left. But not everybody on my live stream is talking. We've got about 8, well, we had about 8 people, and think about only 3 people are talking. Would you guys like to watch my art live stream, by the way? At some point. I have you begun. Actually, these days I'm doing Facebook because it actually saves the live stream afterwards, and I like the idea of that better. But yeah, Picato too. I do that sometimes, and sometimes I do the Facebook. I'm trying to settle on one so people don't get confused. Yes, I have it now because what I'm going to do is I'm going to start wearing a corset more often, and it should give me an hourglass pear-shaped sort of look. This shit's fake though, this is padding. You could punch me in there and I'd feel nothing. It's padded out. I just want to make sure, I just want to let you know because I don't want to be, you know, I don't want to lie to people. So no, I've heard that guys hate it when women lie by padding themselves out and then they take stuff off and they find out it's just padding. So I don't want to lie, I'm going to be honest. And this shit is fake because I have very flat hips and my butt is not very big, so I'm very self-conscious about that. About the fact that I'm not really very, in real life, in reality, I'm not very curvy. So I put things in to curve myself up. So never thought to do it before. So I've been self-conscious since I was like in my 20s, well actually before then, because because when I used to be skinny, you know this. When I was skinny, I used to have like this really tiny waist and I hated it. And then these gigantic boobs seemed to stick out in comparison to my waist. And then I had nothing going on below, no hips, no bum. I've got a picture that really shows my figure. And from the side, I was like, my boobs were out here and then I was like that. And then like that. So I was like, ugh. That was when I was skinny. So I've always been self-conscious about my shaped body, and I never even thought, I never even dreamed that you could buy these padded things to enhance your bum and hips, but now I've discovered them are bones of the damn things now. So we've got 2 of them here, you've got 2 of them, I got 2 of them on. And then I've got the corset to give me the exaggerated hourglass figure that all the girls seem to have these days somehow that I don't seem to possess. Which is a shame, really. Blame my mum for that. She decided to... Yeah. So now I have to... It's a pain because when I take all this off, you'll just see my shapeless body, so it's a shame it's not real. But I suppose, you know, there's injections I suppose you can get. Fat injections. That's why all the girls have big butts now. Because white girls used to have big butts. They used to be like straight up and down with maybe a slight curve. But now suddenly all the girls have massive gigantic hips and bum and then nothing on top. I don't know how they managed to do that. Can't be genetics because women used to look like that. I don't know how it's changed. Maybe I'm just doing something wrong. I don't know. Maybe I should drink milk. I must have done something to ruin my figure somehow, but I don't know what it is. Wonder what it is. Apple shit. Ugh. Gross. They're round on top, nothing on the bottom. I look like a cartoon. And not a cartoon female, a cartoon male. I look like Homer Simpson. Ugh. At least you're honest about it. Yeah. Yeah, dude, this guy told this story, and he said that he met big boobs. And when he got her home, and he stripped her clothes off and stuff, whatever, I don't know. I can't remember the exact story, but apparently she took her clothes off or whatever, and apparently it was a padded bra, so her boobs were tiny in real life. And then I literally kicked her out of bed. Not because he was boob sizist or anything, but because she lied to him. But I bet you any money it wouldn't work out the other way. I bet you any money if a guy met a girl who was wearing like a chest binder or something and it looked like she had small boobs and then she took it off and she had massive ones, I'm pretty sure they wouldn't kick her out of bed because she lied to him. It wouldn't work the other way. I bet you any money. Wasn't that right? Hey guys, it would be a nice prize for you, but not the other way with the small boobs. You know, girl takes a padded bra off and she's got tiny ones. Nah, you lied to me, you got me all excited with big boobs. Now you got small boobs, so we don't like you. But the other way around, you know, a girl was like, looked like she had small boobs, then she took it off and it was big boobs. You'd be like, oh yay, that's a nice surprise. And they wouldn't care about the fact that she lied. But it's not about what the preference was, it was more about the fact that she lied to him. But I've heard that most guys prefer big boobs, so... Well, I guess I'm right then. I try and disguise these. I think they look tiny. I'm not actually wearing a chest binder, but I'm wearing a bra that makes them look smaller. It pushes them up and in, so... In reality, my boobs are out here somewhere. It's a really good bra, I definitely recommend this. Ones are apparently more sensitive, so some people. So what do you mean sensitive? Like more painful? Like tender? I've had all size boobs, so I know what they're like. When you've got tiny boobs, women seem to have more erect nipples. So if you're talking about more sensitive as in pleasure, then yes, I suppose that would work because they have more. Their nipples are like permanently erect. Whereas when you've got big boobs, they kind of, I don't know, go inwards. No, they don't really. They go flat. It's weird. It would be awesome if a girl wore a girdle to make her slim. Then after the girdle's off, big belly. That's nice. Oh, it's... Yeah, big belly's nice. What works in your favour? What works in your favour? You are right. You are You are that's funny. I do. Would say more arousing. What's more arousing? The fat thing. The fat. When he said, goes like this and a big belly pops out. It would be. I'm not bothered either way, as long as I have big hips and butt. I'm not really bothered about anything else. But I would like smaller boobs though. So if I ever get the money, I'm not sure how expensive it is or not, if it's expensive or whatever, but one day I may, after I've done research and learnt about it a bit more, get fat injections in my butt and hips like the Kardashians did. That's a good idea. It's better than surgery and putting implants, isn't it? Putting fat in. In fact, I wonder if it would be possible to take fat out of these and put it in here. That would actually be really... to kill two birds with one stone, that'd be perfect. If I did that, I wouldn't mind getting fat. Really fat. So then I'll always have a big ass. So, but I don't really know what it entails. Maybe it's a terrible long recovery time. I can't imagine it would be, but it doesn't sound like it would be too risky, but you never know. Yeah. I would feel a lot happier with my body if I had real fat ass and hips. In fact, I just found recently the most beautiful belly dancer. She had a really nice body. She had the fabulous curves. The nicest body I've ever seen, actually. I've never seen a body like it. Perfect, like really big hips. And she had a nice flabby belly, like belly dancers should have, by the way. A lot of belly dancers are skinny and I'm like, what the hell? You can't belly dance if you've got no freaking belly. You know, they've got flat bellies and stuff. I'm like, you've not got a belly. You can't belly dance. You can't do it. So a great ideal by levels of estrogen. So are you saying that because maybe I'm more manly, that's why I don't have as much curves? Yeah, nice jiggly belly. I love it. By the way, in England we say wobbly, not jiggly. Wobbly belly. Wobbly. Wobbly covers ripply and bouncy, you know. I think jiggly does as well, I'm not sure. I got a butt for my size. Dunno, I got a butt for myself. So that's perfect. It's not just about me, I also would like a guy that I date, whoever I date or end up with or whatever. I want him to have a big butt as well. And preferably big hips or whatever. It is possible, I've seen guys with big butts and hips, so usually gay, but heck, maybe it's possible. I did meet a guy who was straight that had the big hips and bum, but unfortunately he turned out to be an arsehole. He was massively fat, he was huge, he had a massive belly, massive hip and butt. He was my perfect guy, but he was an arsehole, so that's it sucks. See, he was straight as well and he had my perfect body. I never got to see the belly, by the way, because he wouldn't show it to me. We Skyped for a while, you know. And I was hoping to meet him because he works just down the road where we go shopping in Ashton. And he works there. He actually lives further away, actually, but he works there, so it would be dead easy for him to get there to meet, but he never did. So it turned out to be an arsehole. Such a shame, really. And I never even got to see his belly out of it, at least. Ew, wouldn't show it to me. Disgusting. Disgusting behaviour. Oh, you're one of those. Can I see? Sam, I gotta see. Shame on him. Sorry, English is isn't my native. Wobbly is English. I think jiggly is American. So you're right. English is not your first language, and American's not English, so yeah. Some kind of foreign language that somebody's made up. Reduced level of estrogen during puberty. What do you think would cause that? Do you think it's something that I did, or do you think it's just genetics, or? Because I need to know if it was all my fault. Well, I gave up meat during puberty. Do you think that's it? I don't see why though, because my mum has pretty much the same body shape as me, so she ate meat during puberty. My mum's always said she's more like a bloke though. Would estrogen help? How do I get it? Wait, if I get estrogen, doesn't that mean my boobs would grow too? Ah, shit. That would make you smaller in some areas. But I can't have reduced estrogen because I've got massive gazongas. So that can't be it. In Duckingfield, near Ashton. I know the place, it's right out there. Yep, I've seen lots of people go in and out of that pool place. Yeah, I know the place. People park near my house to get to it. Right, so I think they're done now, so I'm just waiting for the veg. Yeah, people park right next to my house to get to the pool place. So, maca root is good for the butt. What's maca root? I don't like the idea of eating roots, but I'll try it if it works. Does it taste good or is it horrible? Genetics. I was thinking about getting butt enhancement creams or oils, but I found it on Amazon, and in the reviews, one of the women said it actually made their butt smaller. So I'm really quite scared to get a gel or a cream just in case it does the same thing to me. Oh, I can't so it's all my fault now. I've done something wrong in puberty and now I'm stuck with no bum and hips forever. Oh, man. Can't do anything right, can I? Yeah, I think I've got the big boobs from drinking milk, because I've always drank milk. And then I've got teeny tiny butt and hips because I did something wrong during puberty. And now I'm stuck forever. I'm a terrible person. Do not work. Oh, but there's some lovely cheap ones online I can get. That'd be so much easier. Oh, is that what? Oh, well, that's very helpful. Just remind me, because no, it's not buffering. It's fine. Hang on. I'd love to play with your belly. Anybody's belly. I'm live. Well, I will get some maca root or whatever it is. Alice Bonnet's Instagram model has that kind of shape. Yeah, so does Pixie Cat. Pixie Cat has a perfect body shape. I'm so jealous of her. She has a wonderfully small upper half and a huge booty. I'm so jealous. Belly playing party. I want to go to it at once. I'm so excited. You can't touch, it's kind of torture. Oh, don't go. You've got to give me more tips on how to get a big bum. That would be my drug, actually, trying to get a big fat butt. That's my new drug. I'm going to be a big bum addict because I really, really, really want one. Yeah, probably. We'll probably be going out tomorrow, so yeah, I'll probably do a live stream. I could do a live stream at Morrison's because I've got data now. Or arts. Or arts. Well, you can watch my live stream tonight if you want for the art thing. Like squats and shit. Squats and shit do your thighs, actually, not your bum, but yeah. I do it now, but I'm not warmed up and it's late, so yeah. I'll do it another day. See you later then, what a shame. See you later. Has Eugene disappeared? Oh, he's still there. Creams and oils don't work. He never answered my question. I was trying to ask him, am I screwed now? Is there nothing that I can do? I think it's genetics, to be honest with you. I think I couldn't escape it. My mum's got this figure. Brazilian butt lift operation. Oh god, that sounds painful. Well, you can't see it very good. I must have offended. Apart from not being large, that Sam Poole seems like the perfect guy for me. He's got a big butt, he's local. Hope he's good looking too. That would be perfect, because at least I could feed him up, you know, he could get fat, so if he's not that large like he says, yeah, that's fine. Get fat, he could get fat. Not a problem. The only way it would be a problem is if the person in question that I was to date, who was slimmer, didn't want to get fat. Like, I was on Tinder last week or whatever it was, and then there was a guy, I saw a guy's profile, and he said, I didn't see this, but he said he has a bit of fat on. He didn't look fat at all, he looked slim, but hey. And he said he's got a little bit of fat on him, but don't worry, I'm working so hard to get rid of it. I'm like, what? First of all, you've got nothing on you, and secondly, if you have a little bit of something, what's wrong with that? You know, if you don't like being fat, at least you're not obese. This person had like a teeny bit of fat on and they want to get rid of it. What's that all about? This is females' this is the females' fault. They all decided they don't want a guy with any sort of fat on him. So they're genetically modifying their brains. Just kidding. Modifying their brains by brainwashing them into thinking they're going to be muscly and buff and hard-bodied. I hate this hard-body culture. I can't wait for the culture to change whereby being fat, well, you don't have to be like huge, but just having some sort of softness about you is fashionable. When's all this skinny, buff stuff gonna end? I want being fat to be more widespread and more mainstreamly attractive. Not just like between us fat admirers, you know, it'd be nice if it was more mainstream to be more curvy. It's more acceptable for a girl to be more curvy. With guys, they still seem to all want to be toned. You have a beautiful, I wish it was in my arms. He's really fat and sexy. Not much, so save some risque surgical procedure. Where you are. Because I won't stop striving to have a nice curvy body though. Like I say, I won't do it now, but if I save up, I might be able to do it. I know somebody, nice hanging belly. Jealousy issues. Yikes. Who is? Hang on, who's that person that you told me to look up? Hang on. ICP. Stream buffering. Was it before or after stream buffering? I think it was after. So I've got to look for macaroot powder, shake powder. And Alice Bonnet or Bonite on Instagram model. I'll search for her, but I'm not sure if not a username. More women were more like you. Yeah, I do as well. I wish that more girls liked being fat and liked fat men. That would be great. No, you don't. Don't do that. Don't. Just no. And I would have no problem finding a fat boyfriend because there'd be more fat men around. They've all just disappeared now. Disappearing. Too bad. All my fat, sexy boys are disappearing. I saw a few today. We had to get Ring and Ride. We had to book Ring and Ride to take us to the community centre. And both drivers were kind of fat, so that was kind of nice. Yeah. And then when we were there, this massively fat guy walked in. He was huge and more bottom heavy, and Ice had beautiful overhanging gut that wobbled a lot. But unfortunately, he was with a guy, so I think that they were gay. I think they were a gay couple because the guy was gay. The other guy that was with him was obviously gay. So I think they were together. And he couldn't be less interested in me if he tried. And I think he was trying. Ah. Did he had man boobs? He probably did. I've got a video of him. I managed to get a little video. Fat boy gang. Goth. I do like to cosplay, but is it cosplay like where you dress up as specific characters? Because I don't do that. I just dress up as random animal. Dress up as random animals. Yeah, I think cosplay is where you have to dress up as an anime character, isn't that right? That's what cosplay is. So if that's the case, I don't really cosplay like that. I would love to, though. Well, over time, I'm getting more and more outfits and costumes. I want to get like anime-style dresses, like, you know, gothic Lolita or just Lolita dresses. And I want to start dressing more cutesy, you know, like I'd wear like really detailed sort of fussy dresses that were all like pretty and pink and purple and stuff. And then have my hair nice and maybe like pink or something. And then have like lots of ribbons and bows and stuff in my hair and pretty makeup. I would like to. But I've got nowhere I can dress like that. Don't dress like that around here. They're not exactly the most tolerant of people around here. So unfortunately my uniqueness has to be stifled just a little bit around here. Like I'll dress up unusual and I'll dress up in costumes and stuff around the house. Because pretty much I have nowhere to go with it. I have nowhere to actually go to dress up. So I just do it around the house. Why do you think I love Halloween so much? Halloween's my favourite holiday because I'm able to express myself more around that time. Out in public. So I've got this Halloween themed dress. It's a normal 1940s style dress and it's got like a Halloween scene on the skirt. And it's all sort of lace around here. It's beautiful. And I only get to wear it once in the year. It kind of sucks. But yeah. So all of October I'm going to be wearing, maybe even September, I'm going to be wearing that dress. And I'm also going to a ball in October, so I'll probably wear that Halloween themed dress. Yeah. And for Halloween, as you guys know, I'm going to be dressing up in. I'm going to go dress like my character that you've seen. So you know him, right? Lino, Don Lino, the mafia boss. I'm going to be dressing like him for Halloween. I have ordered some fursuit, digitigrade fursuit legs to be made. Because his legs are digitigrade. Which means they bend backwards like, you know, animal legs do. They bend backwards. Like there's the knee and then like that. So, yeah. They'll make me look more curvy as well because they're like quite hourglass shaped from the front. Make it from the side, it makes you look like you've got a big butt, so I've already paid a lot of money to look hourglass shaped now because I bought these fursuit legs. And I'm only gonna get to wear them once for Halloween. Sad, really. We could go to more costumed events, but nothing happens around here. And I can't go too far afield, so I'm kind of screwed. It's a shame, really. lots of things I'd like to do. Just relies on my mum really, but she doesn't like to do all these things, and she doesn't like to travel, so I'm kind of screwed. I'll just have to wait till I'm old enough to do it. Okay. Ah, did you hear that? Just remember, guys, it has to be local. London ain't local. All these cosplay events and furry meets and furry conventions and stuff, they all happen in places that are further afield from me, so... I was thinking of maybe one of these days just making the journey myself and just, like, saying screw it. Forget about all I've been taught about. You mustn't go out alone, unaccompanied, because it's unsafe. I might just one of these days say screw it, I'm just going to go out on my own and travel myself. Suppose I can't be a scared little bunny my whole life. And I just put that in the wrong recycling bin. Oh, jeez. Oh, that's fine. They were all far away. Meet up? You'd have to take me there. I'm scared to travel. Once I'm there, I'll be fine. There'll be lots of people there. Although it will be lonely without actually knowing anyone. But I'm more scared of the travel, not when I'm there. I'll be fine when I'm there. It's the travel bit that scares me. I always worry that, it'll be easy to get the train or taxi, but when I might get off the wrong stop, the wrong station or something. I have no idea. Very, what's that word? Travel. Absolutely know nothing about it. Never done it myself. Whenever I've travelled, it's been with my mum, and she's done all of the sort of work, if that makes sense. Maybe I should just do it. Maybe I'll surprise myself. Maybe I'm more brilliant and fabulous and wonderful than I think I am. Brave. I mean, I did sort of help my mum. I guess I helped her that day. Maybe scared little bunny. Okay, just convince my mum that that's a good idea then. Now we've got that obstacle. So we've got people to drive me places. Sure, just try and convince my mum. And try and convince me that you're not a freaking serial killer or rapist. That's the problem, you don't know people. There's a dating website, you know. I think called Travel Mate. And it's where you specifically meet people that you can go travelling together with, like a travelling companion. That's a good idea, except the fact that you don't know these people and you could travel with these people and, you know, they could leave you stranded or abandon you or something or wrecking you or I don't know. It's kind of risky, isn't it? Risky, isn't it? It's kind of risky. I'm afraid the only one I trust is my mum's. And seeing as how she won't travel anywhere, again, screwed. And things like that. Oh, I don't have time for that. At my age, I'm impatient now. I mean, I do let things. I do actually believe in fate and let things happen sometimes. But I'm also kind of impatient at the same time because it's been so long and I'm getting older and, you know. I get to that point where it's like, well, it would be great if I'd have done that stuff back then and sort of become seasoned and... Seasoned. 28. My best years of my life are nearly over. My mum said her best years of her life were in her 30s. I'm hoping it's the same for me too, because I've barely done anything with my 20s. Moan. I'm just kidding. Kinda sucks. 27. I wouldn't feel so bad if I at least done stuff with my 20s. I suppose. See, if suddenly I was to be diagnosed with a terminal illness and I only had like 1 year to live or something, or a few months to live, I'd be all like, well, that's really upsetting. Not because I'm going to die soon, but because I've done feck all with my life, so... That would be more of the problem. And I'd have to cram it all in that short space of time. It'd be like, oh my god. And that would be quite stressful. So that's more of a point. Hopefully I have many millions of years more left to live. So I could get all that stuff in. All of that good stuff. I did say that one day, if I ever sort of got the chance, I would just have a big go out. And just do all the things I've always wanted to do. I mean, it'd be alright if we just did, like, something exciting and interesting. Like, just once a month, just did one thing. But it's not that. I have to wait between January, you know, New Year, and I have to wait till birthday to do anything interesting and fun. This year we were going to go to the beach, apparently. So that means lots of fat men. But I had to miss out on that because my dad decided he didn't want to do it. So I ended up going to frickin' Stockport. It's not a place we go often, but it's still not the most exciting place on earth. I do like it there, though. But that's been it. If it was sort of that and then we did something else, it would be fine. You know, like, we were supposed to be going to the 1940s event, but we didn't do that, so I had to miss out on that. And then it's like, the next interesting thing that's going to be happening to me is Halloween. So I have to wait. So it's Christmas, then my birthday in June, then Halloween in October, or maybe some kind of event, because we're going to this ball, so I'm looking forward to that. That's on the 5th of October. It's not a Halloween ball, it's not Halloween themed, it's just like a regular ball. And possibly the Monster March. I'm hoping that I've not heard a word about that so far. I'm really hoping that's going to be happening. And then after Halloween, then there's like nothing else until Christmas. So that's my life. So Christmas, my birthday, Halloween, Christmas. And if anything happens in between, again, it's still few and far between. Just nothing happens. I'm getting sick of it. There's so many things I want to do. I keep saying every year I want to go swimming. You get to see lots of fat men, you know, bathing suits and shit in a swimming pool, public swimming pool, and the beach. Yeah, horse riding I want to do. So swimming, beach, horse riding, that would be good. More parties, more sort of balls. When I say parties, I don't mean like people's house parties. I'm talking about proper organised events. They're a bit more upmarket and upper crust, upper crust, whatever you want to call it. You know, that sort of thing. I'm talking about more organised events, not just someone's freaking... Because, you know, you never know. So... But, like, nothing really much happens round here. It's just, like, the most boring area in the universe. Boring area in the universe. Nothing ever happens. I'm pretty sure even small towns and villages have more events than this place. No one comes together and sort of organises anything or does anything. It's like, you know, you get your big cities where everything's going on, and then you get your small towns where everyone's like a big community and they all get together to do events and stuff in the little villages, you know, and everybody's like best friends and they go in and out of each other's houses and everybody has garden parties and house parties, and then you've got like the more organised events that are more public. So it's like, so I think if you don't live in a small village or a big city, you're screwed for things, exciting things happening. It's just like an in-between sort of town where I live. There's no sense of community. Nothing exciting happens. Nobody knows each other. Everybody's like separate. It's just like a really crappy place to live, really. It could be good. People made an effort to make it good. It could be, but nobody does. Nobody bothers. I was even thinking about doing something. The new rock cinema is very good. Rock cinema. I live in Stockport, I must say. There isn't a lot there. It seems like it used to be a great place to live. My battery's dead. I don't think it's gonna last. Oh, okay then. It is dying. Well, I'm gonna be eating anyway, so I'll be stopping this soon. Anyway, I'm hoping that one day I'll get to do more interesting things. Like I said, I just have to travel further afield to do anything interesting, I suppose. So I've just got to either kick my mum up the arse so we can both do stuff together, or I'm just going to have to do it myself. And I'll just have to just hope I don't get lost or stranded somewhere or murdered or killed or whatever. You know, I'm just going to have to fucking wing it like everybody else in the universe has had to do at some point, I suppose. I suppose everybody's, you know, had a time where they've had to do everything on their own. Fucking scary. But I suppose I have to learn someday. I guess I won't always have this life. It's going to be dreadful. It will. As much as I complain about my life now, it could be worse. It could be worse. You know what I'm talking about, guys, right? You know what I'm talking about, right? The day which I become an orphan, that day, that's going to be devastating. I won't have anybody to get me through it either. There'll be no one to help me after that. Unless I can get married by then and somehow develop a social life, I'm screwed when I become an orphan. I won't have anybody to help me through it, to console me, to help me get back on my feet in any way. I'm just going to have to be the strongest person in the world and get myself through it somehow. So you see, arg. Sorry, it's become a morbid live stream, but I want to get this stuff off my chest. I don't have anybody to vent to like this, so I can't talk to my mum about this sort of stuff. Try and keep it happy around her and, you know, upbeat. And Lord knows I've complained to her about the travel aspect and the fact that I want to do more stuff. I've complained to her about that about a million times. I need a tissue. Yeah. I suppose you can't rely on people, really. They'll always let you down. Just gotta do everything myself. That's why I want to learn computery stuff. I want to be able to fix stuff on my own. As for everything else, I'm not interested. I know it sounds horrible, but some things I'm just not really interested in. Now you're talking, get out there. Life is too short. Most of my life. Nice if men would like fancy me and just like flirt with me or whatever and ask me out. Preferably big fat men. Get the hell out of... Eh? You need get the hell out of Dodge. What? What that mean? What was I saying before I was so rudely interrupted by you making me laugh? Actually, yes, it would be nice if while I was out and about, men would fancy me and just like want to talk to me and flirt with me and stuff, but that doesn't happen either. It's like, I don't exist. It's like I'm invisible when I go out. Like, well, you know, I don't like you. It's like, it's two extremes with men. You either talk to them online and the horny arseholes, or you go out in real life and they're not interested even the slightest. There's no happy medium. I just want it to be like a freaking romantic sitcom where the man is just wanting to fall in love and can't be doing with horny jerks, and I can't be doing with ones that don't give a shite about me either. That don't fancy me in the least. It's not been too bad lately. I've been on Tinder lately and it's not been too bad. Not great, but it's not been too bad. There's no one I fancy. First of all, there's no one I fancy on Tinder, and you know, like there was this one guy that just seemed a bit too clingy and needy for my liking, and if I didn't message him, he would just sort of go mad, and I'm like, good God. He just seemed a little bit too needy and clingy and stuff. He looked like a sodding biker. Not really my type, but I thought if he had a nice personality, that would be fine. But he just didn't. Leave the village and see the world. I like your laugh, and it was nice to make you laugh. It doesn't make any sense, that's why I laughed. I laugh at things that don't really... someone can tell me a joke or whatever, and I'd be like, But if someone just says something like just stupid and daft, I'd be like, that's so funny. It's just stupid. If you know what I mean. Need an example of that. I need an example of my sense of humour. My sense of humour is so funny, I just love it. I just love my own sense of humour. It's like nobody else gets it, but I love it. Just something so simple. Like my mum swearing. It's so funny. Clinky. That doesn't make me laugh. The dog just banging his head or something, that's funny. Like when he turns around and then he bangs his head on the the chair leg or something. I'm evil. He did that the other day. He tripped up over something and he was like, he tripped over his own bed. That was hilarious. He was turned around and he had his eye on me the whole time. He just tripped on his own. Sometimes I'll get really angry, and then I'll just start laughing at myself because I've gotten so angry and I've just gone crazy, and I'll just start laughing at myself. Sometimes it depends. Like last night wasn't a laughing matter. I didn't really laugh at myself, but sometimes if I get too angry at stuff, and I'll just start laughing at myself, or laugh at the situation. Wasn't the case last night. So I feel better now that I've closed that thing and reopened it again and found out that it is actually saved. I'm really happy and relieved about that. My animation has been saved. My dog used to fart in the sleep and it would wake him up. That'd sound funny actually. My dog's never done that, so I don't really know. Anyway, so I can't really get out of the village. I mean, it's my mum's, you know, it's her decision to stay here, and I can't leave her, can I? You know, she's disabled. She relies on me to be her carer, so I can't really leave her to go travelling the world. I'm stuck really. I wish my mum was more adventurous and more willing to travel and stuff, but she isn't. If she was willing to travel, then it would be fine. It would be great. It would be perfect. But she isn't. I mean, I try to kick her a button. I say, come on, let's do more stuff. Let's go to more places. But then she just doesn't. Places, and we'll see the country for a change. Because we have lived in England our whole lives and we don't know half of what's here. We haven't seen half of the country. We've only been to Liverpool and Edinburgh and that's it, I think. Oh, and York. So my whole life I've only ever been to Wales, York, a teeny tiny bit of Edinburgh, the train station. Because, by the time we got there, that was the only... we were only there for an hour. And then the train was coming. That's sad, but you gotta look after your mum. Yeah, I mean, if I abandoned her to go travelling the world, it would be like, I'd be an asshole, wouldn't I? I'd be an asshole. It's tricky, I don't know what to do about it. It depends, like I say, it depends on whether she is willing to travel somewhere or not. She always used to say to me, if you want to go here, there and everywhere, you'll just have to go on your own. But I know she doesn't mean it. She says it, but she doesn't mean it, because, in fact, I tested out the theory. Last week I said I really want to go swimming, so I'm just going to go on my own. And I asked her, I said, so what bus do I take to go to Hyde? Where the Hyde Leisure Centre is, which is my favourite swimming place. And she went, oh, you don't need to take a bus to go there, because I'll take you. But just last week you said, I'm not taking you swimming, you have to go yourself. If you want to go swimming, I can't be bothered. You could go yourself. You could take yourself. She said that. So I was like, oh, well, better do it then. So I'll try and find out bus times. And I actually asked her, I said, so. And then she went, oh, no, I'll take you. I'm like, so which is it then? Do you want to take me, or? Because I can't wait for you forever, you know. If you're not going to take me, then I'm just going to go myself. And then when I finally get up the courage to do it, she's like, oh, no, I'll take you. Can't win. Can't win. So which is it then? I need to do something. Because I'm going to go crazy if I don't get to do anything that I want to do. I don't even have to do like a million things. If I just do one thing every year, I'd be quite happy. But no. No. My dad last night, she said it was his fault because he would go, so. And I was taken in by it, but then I just realised, what about the rest of time? Just because my dad didn't want to go for my birthday doesn't mean to say we shouldn't just do it ourselves. But like, what are you sing about? I want to rant. Let me. So I don't know whether you caught that, or I said it's either money problems, like my mum said we don't have the money to do it, or it's the dog. Like, we can't leave the dog on his own to kennel previous to him, and he was a year away. Our money. How would your mum react to a boyfriend? I don't know if you're still there. I don't know where Sussex is, by the way. Oh, well, I thought she would react badly actually, but I have had a couple of boyfriends and she wasn't. She wouldn't like it now, but I don't know. I really don't know. Because she was fine with it. I thought she'd be I thought she would grumble, but she didn't actually. I met a couple of guys on Match.com and I met up with other blokes, and she was fine. She was more fine with it than I thought she was going to be. So, more fine with it. So it's a tough one really, because I've met up with so many blokes now since I was 23 or 4. 23. So I met those 2 blokes when I was 23. And then throughout the year after that, I've been meeting up with different blokes. And and she got to a point where she hated it so much that she said, did the usual, well, if you want to meet up with blokes, you have to do it on your own gig. But I know for sure she will not like that either. If I actually said, all right, well, I'm meeting a bloke on my own, you can guarantee she wouldn't like it. She wouldn't like it. So it's a toughie, really, how she'll react one moment to the next. You could just go guarantee that if I said, oh, you know, I've got a bloke I want to meet up with, you know, you could go guarantee she'll be like, oh no, not this again. You could just guarantee, but we'll see. Very bad connect, yes or no. You're an ass. Yeah, 7:20. I told you it would be late when we ate. So Eugene's missed it. Just nearly 7. It's after 7 o'clock now that we're eating. So yeah, late. So anyway, so if we met up with a really nice bloke, anything serious come of these meets. If I met up with a bloke, my mum liked him, you know, all was hunky dory. He didn't piss her off by like making us pay for the food or whatever. Like that's been a problem with blokes not paying for me, at least. She's not bothered about them paying for her, but if they make my mum pay for us both, and he pays for his own food. In fact, one bloke had my mum pay for him as well. So if that happens, then she's not happy about it. So yeah, it's stuff like that, you know. Like I say, it depends if my mum likes them and gets on with them. If they're decent, if they're an ideal person, then she doesn't mind. If it's a really pleasant person, she doesn't mind keep meeting up with them, and she doesn't mind. And then, you know, the more she gets to like know them and trust them, she doesn't mind me being alone with them a bit more. But it has to be worked up to gradually. It can't just, these blokes can't just expect me to meet up with them, you know, for the first time and then like go back to his fucking place or them take me off somewhere. I would pay for all 3 of us. That would be great. A lot of blokes now frown upon that. A lot of blokes expect the women to pay half. And I'm old-fashioned, so it's not going to happen. I mean, my mum was sort of tricked into paying for all 3, so it wasn't good. My mum wasn't pleased with that, I'm telling you. Courteous. She's always pleasant and polite, but she'll always voice her rants afterwards if anybody's pissed her off. So there was only one time when it was really awkward, and that's I met up with this bloke. It was very awkward. His name was Paul, and we met up, and he was very obnoxious. He kept going on about the fact, he made it very clear that he wasn't happy about the fact that my mum was there, and he kept going on about it in front of my mum, about the fact that he was not happy that my mum was there, and this made me and my mum feel very uncomfortable. And I thought this guy was very obnoxious and just, it seemed like he was trying to control the situation, and like I was looking at something over there and he was like, nope, and he got in front of me so I wouldn't look at it. I'm like, oh, okay. And considering all of his whining about the fact that I brought my mum, he texted his mum the whole time, letting his mum know every step of the way what was happening, what was going on. So he did have his mum with him technically as well, because he was texting her the whole time. It was dreadful. So any guy who's going to make a terrible big deal about how they hate the fact that my mum's there too, they're going to be a no-go as well. Because they have to realise we come as a package. I'm her carer, she's disabled, and also I don't freaking know you. So they have to understand that my mum's going to be there, chaperoning me and making sure all goes well. Because I'm not going to be left alone with a fucking stranger. And I am so glad my mum was there that day. As much as that guy griped about it, I'm glad my mum was there, because if my mum wasn't there, he'd probably freaking grope me or some shit. I don't know. It would have been very awkward. He was just obnoxious personality. He was obviously freaking disgusting. Oh, it was horrible. I don't even know why I agreed to meet up with him, to be honest. It's very nice that you pay for all three of us. Anything serious. The most serious relationships I had lasted a few months. That was George and Sam, my very first boyfriends and very first guys I met up with. I met up with them both in October, and then I broke up with one of them, and the other one broke up with me at some point after Valentine's Day. In fact, I think the one that broke up with me on actual Valentine's Day. He went to all this trouble for Valentine's Day to get me a special gift and everything, and then broke up with me because apparently met someone that he liked better. We were both me and this other girl that he met were both long distance, but he somehow preferred her. So all I can think of is that this girl must have been more independent and was able to fecking meet up with him for sex, you know, to go to his place for sex or whatever. And that was the appeal of that one. Because he kept, you know, before he broke up with me, he kept like inviting me to his cabin in the fecking woods where they had no signal and there was no one for miles. I'm like, this sounds rapey. This sounds serial killery, rapey, creepy territory. But yeah, he kept inviting me to his cabin in Wales. So as nice as that sounds kind of dodgy. I don't like the fact that I'm away from everyone I know and away from civilization. I don't know you that well. And I told him, you know, I couldn't do it because I'm a carer for my mum, so I can't go and spend the weekend or whatever there with him. So, yeah, it's terrible. These blokes have to realise I'm not going to be going to their place unless they live like next door to me or down the street. They can come here eventually when but there'll be no going upstairs. That was a big problem. We had to stay in his room. We had to stay in this room. Because this is like the only room that's fucking functionable. So cuddling or doing anything in here is really hard. So you have to just sit at a table or something. It wasn't ideal, but you know, blokes just have to put up with it because yeah, I can't change my situation. And it would be a terrible, terrible thing to ask me to do that. Terrible. Yes, definitely. But you know, if all goes well and everything, it can be worked out. You know, things. They just have to let things happen and just flow. My mum's actually, believe it or not, a flexible person. Not physically, obviously, but, you know. She's a nice, accommodating person and she'll let things happen as long as everything's right. If everything's not right, then, you know, she'll be a bit more rigid. Blokes just have to give me a chance, give the situation a chance, but they just won't, will they? They just don't. My mum said, you know, when you find the right guy, they will understand the situation and frickin' deal with it. Okay, well, I'm gonna go then. I guess no one's talking anyway, so bye-bye.